guys, so we're quite new to TileMaster. We bought a machine last week, went and did a little demo for a customer. They were chuffed to bits and said, book us in next week, how much is it going to cost? I kind of gave a price that I just plucked out of nowhere. I've since gone home and realised that I probably priced it a little bit too cheap based on what I want to be earning per hour. So what I've done is I've gone away, made a spreadsheet that tells you exactly how much each product costs and what you want to be earning per hour, and you can work out from there exactly what you should be charging for each job. It pops the number out straight for you, so it's really easy, and it means you can quote really quickly and effectively. I think the spreadsheet's pretty good, so I just thought I'd share it with everybody else. I'll hop over to my screen and explain how it works, because it's a little bit complicated to get your head around once, but once you've got it, it's really, really easy to use.
Okay, so this is a spreadsheet where we're going to work out how much to charge for a job based on what it is that you want to get paid per hour. So here you can see a list of all the TileMaster products that they offer. Then next to that is the price of each of the products, how many millilitres or grams are in it, and then how much it is for 1 millilitre or gram of that product. Here the price is if you got a product for any cheaper or more expensive. These ones are the prices that they're currently listed at online. But if your prices are all different, you just change them there. But apart from for pricing, there's no reason to ever touch that box. The boxes that we're interested in are over here. So what we're going to do is fill in these, and we're going to be able to work out what you're going to need to charge for that job. To be able to guide you through it, I'm going to use the example of the job that I did a couple of days ago, and then from that we can work out what I should have charged for that job. So we used 2 products for that job. We used this one, the number one ceramic and porcelain cleaner. And what we're going to do is we're going to punch in this number, the price of 1 millilitre of that product, into here. There we go. And then we're going to slide along and say how many millilitres of that solution we used. So I know because we measured it that we used 200 millilitres. If you're at quote stage here and you want to work out how much of a product you should be using, you can kind of gauge that from how many metres square the room is. So if you know how much of a product you use for 1 metre square, you can work out how much you use for that whole room there. So that's the first product, and then we also used the second one, which was the all-in-one sealer solvent, this one here. So we're going to pop that number in here. Perfect, and from that we used 100 millilitres of that. So there we're able to work out the total price of the products from the job, which is £4.93. Then the next thing we need to do is how many hours will the job take? Again, if this is at quote stage, you need to give a kind of estimation of how long it's going to take you to do that. So I know that the job that we were going to do was an hour and a half, so I'm going to punch in 1.5. Now, this is the most important box for you. How much do you want to get paid per hour? This is going to be completely subjective on what it is that you want to get paid once you've taken out all the extra costs. At the end of the day, what money do you want to take home? So I know that I want to get paid £100 per hour for each job, so I'm going to pop that in that box there. And then the last box, this can be a little bit tricky to work out, but it's the overheads that you're charged for a job. So this is all the things that keep your business running. So the petrol it's going to cost to get to that job, any marketing that you've done to get that job, if you hired someone to do the job for you, if you have employees, their pay, your line rental for your phone. Take all of that into consideration, and from that you can kind of work out what it is that your business to tick over costs per hour. So I know to keep my business going and to get in work, it costs me £20 an hour per job. This particular job cost 1.5 hours, so it would be £30 there. So that's 20 times 1.5. Perfect. So once we've factored all of that in, that's your overheads, the products, and how long something takes. plus how much you'd like to be paid per hour, this little box here will tell you exactly what you should be charging so that you're getting your money that you want to get paid per hour for that job. There we go. Another thing to notice is that if you're buying your products in bulk, so if you're getting the 5 litre products here, or you're using any of the cleaners that come in a box of 6, that the prices are here for them. That's worth noticing because your products will be that little bit cheaper, so you need to factor in that with your costs. Another nice little thing about this spreadsheet is if you've priced it up and the customer's happy with the price, and you've checked your stock and you don't have enough of the product, what you can do is just pop on here. If you want a bit more of number 4, pop on here and a little link will come up. Click that and it'll take you through to the Tilemaster page where you can then purchase the product. So I hope that you found that useful. This is how we now work out our costs for all of our jobs. If you've got any questions, just give me a message.